beautiful, blissful rising to all of my king, queen, gods, and goddesses. It is your boy Tarot with Waunstar. Gotta break it down to all of my beautiful people out there. Sun, moon, rising, north, node, and Venus, or wherever it's at in your chart. Hey, if it resonates for you, make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe, and share button. Now, not only that, let's go ahead, like, great rising. Now, I know some of y'all coming into the building. Shout out to each one of you. Again, as you coming in, make sure you hit that like button. I'm trying to make sure the lighting look a little bit off. Just a little bit. Hold on, y'all. Let's do it like this. The lighting is kind of off. I want to see a little bit better. All right, here we go. Shout out to you, Anka, Karen, Rich Rising, to you also, Queen. Again, shout out to everybody that's rocking. Now, the title of this one is The Best Thing You Can Do Right Now is Stay in Control, okay? The best thing that you can do is stay in control. Now, what they basically said, Virgo, y'all know y'all been going through a lot of stuff, but it's been better. And I can say on the energetic field, I don't feel the tension of you getting hurt. I just feel like you doing things day by day. Nothing wrong with that. I love that. If you taking a baby step, and or a big step is better than no step at all, okay? Now, not only that, Virgo, you have been growing and blossoming and growing through the cycles. You've been learning, you've been reliving, you've been reorganizing, you've been reconstructing your life into a beautiful vessel to how you want it to be. However, the things that you are doing now is truly for your best interest. Now, is it people around you jealous of you? Yeah, we all got jealousy. We all got people that envy us. Why, we don't even know, because half the time we don't even know it unless we trying to prove a point that we are better than you, and then that's a whole different topic. But Virgo, a cross watcher, you are starting to mature. And when I say mature, you are maturing to a whole new light where you are starting to understand how to keep yourself in emotional control of things that may be stressing you out. Now, this can be some of you may be in a relationship and people may be stressing you out. Analogy, okay? Or you may be at the job and you tired of doing the same old routine because you seeing how this person's not doing the work that you ain't do, that you're not doing, and still probably getting paid more, this, that, and the other. Right now, I feel like you are more focused on worrying about what's good for you. You are keeping your nose out of people's business, and I love that for you as well. Also, Virgo, like, you are no longer trying to find information or trying to be a part of a problem solver. So that's the best way to say it. So Virgo, you still may be frustrated about some actions that you've been taking lately. Some of you may be feeling like you stagnated. Some of you may feel like you're not moving forward. But Spirit want me to tell you, even though you may be in the unknown and it's not going out the way that you want it to go by the pace you are running, you are still moving forward by taking baby steps, okay? Like I say, baby steps are better than no steps at all. But as you are letting go of the burdens slowly, as you are working on yourself on how not to react so quick when it comes to traumatic issues or people trying to bring drama or people trying to do anything negative that you don't like, you are starting to understand how to remove yourself or walk away from anything like that comes into play. Okay, thank you so much. Now, not only that, things will continue to be unbalanced as you logically and mentally navigate yourself in this cycle, understanding the lessons of what you need to do to stay in control. Now, is it people around you that like to take advantage of you? Yeah, you know it, but my thing is, why be around it when you can walk away? Some of you are, I like to say, in hermit mode where you rather be by yourself right now. And the reason why you rather be by yourself because you are continuously growing and you are continuously learning the spiritual aspects of how to keep yourself aligned the way that you need to walk without harming or without being disrespectful or without doing anything that's going to hinder you from your whole purpose, okay? So with that basically being said, we got that out the way. Let's go ahead and get into meditation. Let's get into prayer and meditation. That was just a little downloads that I have, okay? So, yes, and shout out to everybody. Anka, let's see. Cam, I see you. Carmen, I see you. Louise, thank you so much. Anybody that's on the channel, make sure you hit that like button. I know this is an early morning reading, but, you know, to each his own. We got to get the esoteric tea in the morning just as much as in the midday and the noon. Energy do switch around, but if I can be on here as much as I could, I told you I'm trying to be a little bit more full time with you. So I'm going to give you all everything that I can up under my power, along with Spirit give it to me to give to you, okay? So let's go ahead and pray. Spirit guys in the universe, I thank you right now for everybody coming to the channel. Lead us, guide us, give us the blueprint and the understanding towards our highest good and highest expectations. Now, anybody wish any ill will mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, or emotionally, what we're going to do, we're going to take that beautiful energy and give it to the universe, never to the sender, okay? No matter what they do, that's not even part of our job anymore. Our job is to get ourselves together towards the highest good and highest expectations, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, with unlimited sources of income in a positive aspect, as well as letting the universe deal with all the other stuff, okay? Ashe, Amen, Salah, Namaste. Let's get on into this thing. Now, I don't have my cards, so we're just gonna breathe in. I kind of like it better without the cards because some of them do. We've been doing it for so long, but let's just go and just focus on the things that we need to focus on at the moment and at the time, okay? And then let's get into this reading. I know some of y'all at work, some of y'all is busy, so let's get on into it. Breathe in. Positive energy, positive light, full abundance to your highest good and understanding. Now hold it. And release out all the negativity, all the stress, all the worries, all the doubts, all the concerns, anything that's hindering you from bosses getting on your nerves, from people getting on your nerves, kids stressing you out, just let it go. Very good. Now breathe in. Positive energy, positive light, full abundance to your highest good and understanding. Now hold it. And release out all the negativity, all the stress, all the worries, all the doubts, all the concerns, anything that's not suitable for you. We are letting it go as well. Very good. One last time. Breathe in. Positive energy, positive light, full abundance to your highest good and understanding. Now hold it. And release out all the negativity, all the stress, all the worries, all the doubts, all the concerns, anything that's not suitable for you. We're letting it go. Ashe, Amen, Salah, Namaste. Let's get on into it, okay? Now, Virgo, cross watcher, I'm gonna give y'all a little tea. Y'all know I don't be on the internet, right? Y'all know I really don't be on the internet unless I'm to myself, unless I'm on here with y'all. But lately I've been on social media, right? And I noticed something that really kind of hurt my feelings, but it's something that kind of gave me a message about what we said yesterday. Remember when I talked to y'all in the last live when we was talking about how I don't operate around people or how I don't think about friends and stuff, this, that, and the other. Only reason why I talked about that because I done seen something in and I hate to say it because I do like, conversation. Now, some of y'all social media, y'all see it's a group of individuals, but one of these individuals is turning around and beefing with another one. Now, y'all been cool for so long, but remember when I told you I don't share information because friends don't do nothing but gather information about you, and then when it gets to a point and things get hurtful, the truth will come out of how about people be doing things behind the dark that comes to the light and this, that, and the other that really ain't supposed to be out anyway, but you turn around and confide in yourself thinking this person your friend, and then when this person get angry, the real truth come out of an individual. Just speaking. That shows you how people are operating. Now, if you already know from that analogy, I don't like saying names. I don't like throwing anything up because I'm not the one for you to go look for the information. You got to know the information. Now, but what hurted me the most is like these people was cool individuals, very intellectual, very on emotional stability, helping other people grow and shine and this, that, and the other, right? Now, the only thing that got me because the bond that they had, even though it was business, it was helping people grow. But when conflict arises, I don't know how it goes. I don't know both sides of the story. Not trying to know both sides of the story. I'm just using this as an analogy. Now, when a person got upset and started exploiting the other person, that really showed that person true colors of how they felt about an individual from the beginning. Now, my thing is, do I like to see that? No, because I feel like things can be resolved in other type of manners. But Virgo, what I'm trying to say to you, a cross watcher, normally when a situation happens like this is even like dealing with you when people you giving your information out to and you thinking they your friend, that you thinking they your lover, you turn around pouring all this energy into them and this, that, and the other, giving them the knowledge and giving them the aspects and the benefit of the doubt. Turn around when you stop doing something for somebody, a person's true side really come out, and some of y'all starting to understand that lesson. But instead of you being the old self, going back in retaliation, trying to slander or humiliate somebody. You rather just cut it off and walk in peace and take the learning lesson about dealing with certain individuals in your life. Now, with that basically being said, let's get on up into this thing. And I also feel like right now, Virgo, some of y'all are emotionally staying in control, not even popping off your top. Because normally y'all be popping off at the top. And this energy that I'm feeling is not even popping off. Boy, if I can find out who that is, you know what, I'm going to let them have it. Now, the even thing about popping off your top and this, that, and the other, I just feel like right now, you are no longer doing so. You know how to pick and choose your battles. You know how to understand more of what is toxic and what is not. What is holding you down and how to be in not like I like what you said, self-control. Yes, it is more about self-control, but it's how to be more at peace and back up and meditate and do the things that you need to do to keep yourself more aware of you in this meditation period or in this timeout. Some of you may have to back up away from a lot of situations because the toxicity of people may be doing immature type of things around you. Maybe just trying to make you angry or trying to push your buttons or trying to get you out of your character, all because they really want a connection with you. They want to dig deep and down, but the foundation that you are having, you are no longer accepting for anybody who's on any type of BS. You are more in the fact of doing things the way you need to do to keep yourself more in a situation to help yourself grow. Now, even though with this new cycle that may be going on, you may be in some type of delay with the Six of Swords basically being in reverse. But the challenge for you is you need to make some type of action. You may be in pursuit into walking away. You may be having the endurance on not how to deal with certain people when it comes to low vibrational things, right? Like for example, let's do a prime example. You know I love exposing people at the same time because they want their little credits. Like the emoji thing right here. Let's look at it like this right here. It's been going on for like 5 minutes, right? So the person wants the attention. They need the attention. But right now, Virgo, when you give it to them, they don't know what to do with it. People like being in a cut and people like being in in the outskirts trying to push your buttons because they know you are so in the light. You are so of a vessel, and I call them like how Jesus said in the Bible, Sadducees and Pharisees, right? The reason why they Sadducees and Pharisees because the whole time they understanding the lesson, they know what they do, but they want to try to push your buttons. Now, this can be you in a relationship. Somebody may want to try to push your buttons to try to make you spaz out so people can see the bad side of you. Now, I'm a real individual. I got a good side and a bad side. I told you, I'm real with myself. I can look at myself in the mirror and say, I admire the good side of me just as much as the bad side of me. And I know how to balance the bad side of me to not interact with the good side of me. So with that basically being said, you are going through the challenges and being more in pursuit of getting rid of things that is toxic and no longer that's in your life. But you got to stay in control because people see you as the victorious person that you are. Some people see the abundance that you carry. People see your power, see your authority, see the happiness, see the zeal that you have. Even though you are staying balanced, but you are walking more in a harmonious balance when it comes to people that's trying to put you in the code. People that's trying to make you feel with sorrow and grief and worry and doubts and concerns and want to just try to get on your nerves and keep pecking at you. And it's like, don't keep pecking a bear. What it say? Don't poke the bear in hibernation, because when you wake that bear up, you may not even be in the strip because you done got somebody irritated. Virgo, you are no longer letting people take action to even put you in that type of way. You are moving away from anything that's not loving to you. You are eliminating a lot of things when it comes to the choices that you are taking. You are turning around and keep pushing forward and keep moving no matter what because people are trying to take you out of your character. I rebuke that. Any negative energy here is not for your highest good. I command you to leave. That's all you got to say. I command for you to learn the lessons that you need to learn into your life. You don't never get mad at an individual, but it's like you getting frustrated about your movement because you need to take the time out to go through this personal transformation and this gratitude of happiness within yourself. You are expanding and maturing as a better individual in a better light, all because you want to grow. Remember, people is always trying to keep you at the bottom. People always want to keep you up underneath them. But when you are a vessel and when you are walking in your purpose, nothing can destroy you. Nothing can bother you right now. Now, the anything about that, even though you're in this personal transformation, because you had to accept things and people for how they are. And this what helps you stay in control. It's challenging. Yeah, it's challenging because I know Virgo, you be ready to like, boop, 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 you know what, this, that, and the other. But now, since you are turning around and understanding what is delaying you, you had to allow the cycle to be completed with the World card. Now, not only that, you allowing people to show they self or show they tell. Let's say it in an old country fashion, show they tell in what they do. Now, some people bitter ways and the way how they hating on you and the way how they envy you and way how you going through this and going through that. It's all about people not understanding the true logical way of life that you trying to operate or trying to walk in. Most of y'all that's even on here so high vibrational right now, you are understanding and knowing how to weed out who is good for you and who is not. You are starting to understand what levels that you need to take for your career in order to expand. And some of the people that you thought was in this career field with you, you are understanding who are the snakes and who are the wolves in sheep's clothing. You are starting to understand the discernment of this toxic ways and toxic patterns of individuals, because it's not about the individual, it's about the deity from within. And even though you are going through this, the chemistry that you once had for people, this toxic cycle, you starting to understand it was making you sorry. It was making you tired. It was making you into the point where things that was coming in your life couldn't even be a fulfillment for you. And as you start to take the time out and start to be more patient, you are starting to understand that some of you need to be reborn or some of you need to reorganize your life by eliminating people who's not good for you, by cutting off people that's immature and people who don't have their life together and don't have nothing else to do. You are starting to remove yourself from them friends that you thought once were friends, but when you needed them, they wasn't there. And the other people that's around and this, that, and the other. You are removing yourself and getting rid of a lot of energy during this transitional cycle, and people are either intimidated by you or want to ride your little tail. And for my men, they riding on their little bag. And for the women, they may be hanging on that. I can't say it, but you know what I mean. Now, you know what I mean. So let's keep on going up. Let's keep going up in this thing. Make sure y'all hit the like, comment, subscribe button. Now these are some of the little. I'm really not even deep in it yet. I don't even feel like it done got deep enough, but I do want to feel seeing what some of the challenges. And I'm about to switch decks. Okay, so. Shout out to everybody again. I hope everybody doing good. I hope everybody doing wonderful. Shout out to cross watchers. Shout out to Virgos. Anybody that's watching, and I love you dearly. Shout out to I want to call. I hope he come back on, whoever this is, because it's got to be a child or somebody who ain't got no life. But I'm gonna call him the emoji. Shout out to emoji down there too for doing what he got to do. Yeah, I love the comedy. So shout out to you, homie. Keep going till your fingers go tired. You getting your recognition out of me. But you fail to realize the more you press that, the more you helping me help the channel getting built up. So if you don't want people to come to the channel, you should stop. But if you keep doing it, it's fine with me because you ain't doing nothing but engaging people to the channel. Algorithms. All right. Okay. Now let's go ahead and jump into this thing. All right, we got the Eight of Swords basically being in reverse, clarified by the Three of... No, Eight of Swords upright, clarified by the Three of Swords basically being in reverse. Now, for your challenges, right? So I feel like mentally, some of you may be mentally stuck about some type of decision you need to take, about some type of move that you need to walk on, and you know you probably have to release. And it's time for you to release them burdens, Virgo or Crosswatcher. It's time for you to let go of the pain and anything that's going on into your life. All because right now, somebody, whoever hurted you or whatever hurted you in your past, it's time for you to let that go because it is affecting your future right now for majority of you, okay? Now, this is dealing, it could be dealing, since we in swords, for the challenges, it could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra that could be trying to interfere or trying to keep you some type of way or some stuck in some type of way. Or it can be the mental, logical way of you thinking that you know you need to release something from your past and it's time for you to officially walk away from the whole situation. Now, by doing that, you talking about walking away from things that you may not get the information about. You may be you need to buckle down a little more, and even with the challenges, try to keep yourself in control so you can go through the lesson and understand it. Or this can be you releasing something that you know that was good for you, but you got to walk on your own accord, okay? Now, Virgo, I'm switching decks. With this mental entrapment that I'm feeling, I feel like you're about to overcome it because we do got the three of wands. Now, even though you may have to do this lesson on your own, you may have to learn from everything that's going on, but deep in your soul, you are mentally finding ways of finding some type of resolution to flow within some flow into something that is being more balanced out for you in this unknown. Now, is it challenging? Yes. Do you know what to do? Hell no. Shit. Excuse my language. Sometimes I don't even know what to do when it comes to situations like this in a mental, logical aspect, but the lack of direction or the mental entrapment that you may have, you need to try to find some type of resolution. If it's dealing with somebody that's trying to win by any means, you are overcoming because you are acting differently. Now, not only that, if it's something new that you need to start on, Spirit is telling you step down in what you need to, even though you got to start this journey probably by yourself. Even if you with somebody, you got to do it by yourself. It's time for you to take the motivation and this new inspiration and this new project or this new road that you on and release all the baggage from your past, because everything that's in your past is hindering you and is hurting you deep in your core from you to manifest the things that you need to manifest in order to help you to grow. Again, for these last couple of readings, you've been very victorious in everything that's going on. It may not look like it, but you are doing it. You are receiving a recognition by people. You are starting to be in the limelight. You are shining. People know that you intelligent, smart, kind, a boss. Now they know you can also be a little dominant. You can also be blunt at the same time, but you are in your boss type energy. And now you are coming in once you start releasing all the baggage. And some of you been doing this. So I'm not gonna lie. Some of you been doing this for a while. But the more you release, the more you get out of the cold. Now, you're getting out of the cold with yourself, but you may be cold to other people. You may be detaching yourself from this pain. You may be detaching yourself from this person that you care about. You may be detaching yourself from this job that you know is not giving you what you need. But you cannot ever be scared to take that leap of faith to start something new. But every time you get emotionally unstable, this is when the cycles start taking place. Again, it's time for you to walk away from situations that's no longer suitable for you. Anything that's hidden, don't worry about it. It's not up to you. Right now, you keep being a loving individual and keep hanging on to the things that you need to get that you need to do. Okay. Now, not only that, I am also sensing that even though while you are going through this with the Queen of Pentacles, but with the Page of Cups, you may not see that things that you need to see in. Okay. Now, even though it's hard for you to keep yourself in control, even though you are still trying to keep yourself balanced, you are still doing the things that's for your best interest. You still showing love to individuals. Now, it may be from a distance, but even when it comes to yourself, you are doing the things that is divinely right for you to expand your horizons or expand your vibrations, even when it comes to people that you know you need to let go. Now, not only letting go of people, you are letting go of old habits. You are letting go of some of these old fears that you once had, and you are getting rid of past traumatic issues that's in your life that you no longer need to have there. Ashe, ashe, amen. Ashe, ashe, amen. Now, the thing about you is now you may be with the two of swords right here. It may be some blind sideness, or it may be some type of logical choice that you know you need to make. Now, no matter you are cutting through the situations as you are releasing through the mental and logical levels, even from the thinking of all the disappointment that emotionally that had you stuck. So some of you may be going through some disappointments, like let's say, even though you done forgave, you know I like to use me and TT and 1010. So let's say, even though you know you done went through your past and you done had a lot of heartaches, right? It's time for you to finally let it go. That don't mean everybody's gonna hurt you. That don't mean everybody that's a certain sign that hurts you is gonna be the same sign to do it. Now, you also gotta understand, do what's best for you. That's the main thing. When you do things that is best for you, the more you start to understand and acknowledge about how strong of a position that you really in. Many people look at the Nine of Wands like being frustrated or almost completing a cycle. But I look at Nine of Wands like you put in a lot of work. Yeah, you may be a little tired, but you still doing the things you need to do in order to put this cycle together. Now, if you look at these staffs, and you can call them staffs, I call them like pillars. Now, if you look at pillars, it look like he was in the foundation of finna make something. Now, it's behind him to keep him defensive, but it can be a house. It can be something that you are building, but you are almost there. You are almost to the final stepping point that you need to be in, but you got to go through your everyday life finding the thing that is best for you. That's the main thing, and that's a message. Now, not only that, don't keep going through this past suffering, feeling like you isolated and feeling like you alone because you're not, because you got the universe. So what if people don't, if you don't want people close to you? That's cool. People ain't got to be close to you, but you got to understand the truth for how it is and express it the way that you need to express it. I ain't saying face it head on like you in a war with somebody. No, that's their own problems. That's their own business. But what you need to do is dress it as the individual that you are dealing with, address it even as the individual within you in order to make the right choices and the right step for you to grow. This is not about getting revenge on people and how people treat me. And that, yeah, it is. You got to understand the lesson of other in order to overcome it. You can. Most of us like to put a band-aid on the wound and run away from the environment of what got us hurt, not even knowing that if we really analyze and how to look, go back to the spot that we got hurt at, it was just something that we failed to see. Patience is a virtue. We are in a generation where patience is starting to, it's no more patience no more. Everybody want it now. I want a relationship, I want it now. I want a marriage, I want it now. I want a job, I want it now. I want to be a boss, I want it now. You got to start understanding many people can't jump to the end without going through the learning first. You got to learn in order to lead. You got to follow in order to lead. But many people be so caught up in, let me go and use Virgo this way. Let me go and test Virgo that way. Let me get on Virgo nerves this way. Let me do it like that. Let me do it like this. Let me do it like that to Virgo. Whole time Virgo is learning, or whoever's watching, you are learning the aspects of how not to get caught in situations like that ever again. Now, the problem is you used to try to fight back because you felt like you was in the wall or on the wall. Back against the wall. Now, I'll do this. Okay, now they look at you like a threat. Or, oh, I'm not going to do it like this. Now they looking at you like you crazy or delusional. But what you are basically doing right now, you are basically understanding how not to put your back on that wall no more. Now you learning how to move away from a corner. So now you are no longer expressing. You are no longer lashing out. You have changed because you're like, okay, if I keep dealing with individuals like this, if I deal with this individual and this individual talking about Mimi over there, and Mimi ain't doing good, and you always talking to me and I'm listening to it, but I'm really not engaged, but secretly I am engaged because now you pouring this into me, so I need to see what's going on. Now you got my mental aspects judging Mimi and I don't even know Mimi. But now you to the point like, oh, here they go again. Coming with that BS, coming try to give me some gossip. I want to hear not today. Get away. And like that's what you basically doing. You are pushing people away from the situation. You like, nah, dude, every time you come over here, you talk about somebody. I don't want to be part of that because if you're talking about them, you're talking about me. Now if you sit, and then some of y'all, I'm going to give y'all a lesson about relationships, even dealing with a narcissist. If you listen close enough and just shut up and pay attention, a narcissist tell you everything they doing right in front of your face. It's just in a third party. Instead of my homegirl, it's them. But if you turn around and listen and don't even say nothing, this is what I told you in the last reading. Silence is the best weapon of all. Don't say nothing. Just calculate all the evidence and just listen and start lining them up. They telling you exactly everything that they doing. They just saying it's another party, but it's really how they doing it. But why worry about it? Because when you stop worried about it, that's how you defeat the enemy, especially with a narcissist. You know how to defeat a narcissist? I'm going to tell you how to defeat a narcissist. Don't give them the energy. There you go. Easier said than done. Don't give them the energy. What you mean by that? I'm glad you asked. Don't give them the energy, basically, me, and let them do what the hell they want to do. If they want to go out there and feel like they're overcoming and doing all of that, ignore every single thing that they do. When they come in, you give them the same type of love you give them, but you also got to do another thing that's messed up for you. And this is what you don't like to do, and this is what keep putting y'all in these situations. You got to learn how when they doing this, you got to go and live your life. And I ain't saying going out, if you in a relationship, all right, if this person cheating on you, let them do what they got to do. God in the universe going to deal with that. But you live your life trying to better yourself as the individual. Many people think that when it comes to relationships, that y'all got to be together. Told y'all, it's a partnership. Many people don't know about marriages is a partnership between two people in a relationship in order to grow and build together. No, I don't own you. You don't own me. Boyfriend, I don't own you. Girlfriend, you don't own me. It's all about working together. And many people think just because it's an authority or you making a vow, again, it comes back to what I said before. Many people look at if they can't look at themselves in the mirror and be real with them, no matter what they say, how the hell you gonna be real with me? Now, the thing that I can do as an individual, Virgo do as an individual, we give you that hope and the matter of fact of how we like to stay in balance. But don't get it twisted. Just because we tolerate, a Virgo tolerate this, doesn't mean that a Virgo won't get fed up and show you who it really is. Now the problem for the Virgo is, it's just when Virgo want that justice and want that control, they don't know how to contain the fire from within. That's the problem. So when Virgo just telling you like off rip, like, you know what, I just don't even want to deal with that and stand on what they stand on, they give you the hope till they get emotionally frustrated. And then when they get to the emotionally frustration that they can't hold it, like a melting pot or like a boiling pot with water when it's about to pop out. And then when it pop out, then people looking at Virgo like they delusional and crazy and this, that, and the other. But then they don't understand why. It's because Virgo been trying to tell you for the longest, Virgos don't just pop their top without a reason. If you sit back and ask Virgo, why are you doing this? A Virgo will shut up, suck all that, like, ah! Well, you know the way that I feel. I'm gonna tell you, can you handle it? And a person gonna say yes, but it's really no, because Virgo, you still be mad enough to throw secret daggers in people's face, and you like, well, you know I don't like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. And let me tell you about V, because right before V, we was missing a letter here and there, and I just never said nothing about the missing a letter. But then when I turned around and found the Y aspect, X, Y, Z, and I had to go around and put it back, I just want to wonder why you were doing all of this. And all the person got to say, I messed up. I'm sorry. Won't happen again. Now, some of y'all done fell for it. Some of y'all done fell for this tactic about plenty of times. But now you at the point that you got to stay in control and say, okay, without even falling for it, Virgo. Because you know, we done gave many people benefit of the doubt. I know I have with friends. I ain't gonna lie, in my life. Let me say in my life. I can't say now. Because some of them watching, they're gonna try to call me and be all upset. And I don't pick up the phone. I'm just gonna be honest. If I feel like talking to you, I'm gonna talk to you. If I don't, I don't. But it's not in a bad way. But I'm just saying, even though you've been frustrated going through the cycle, you're finally keeping yourself out of the cold. You're finally getting out of the loop of being in depression and being in sorrow and being in grief. For one, dealing with other people's stuff and other people's energy, messing up your wish fulfillment, because everything is coming to you. All you gotta do is know how to refrain yourself from the BS. You gotta know how to release, and this is twice, it's confirmation, double confirmation. You gotta learn how to release the energy from people talking about you. You gotta release that pain. You gotta release the agony from your past when the numerous cycles where you didn't understand the lessons about how people was treating you poorly. You gotta let that go. 2025 is a whole new year. We already in the first month, but it feels like already like half the year to me. I don't know about y'all, but keep pushing. You are doing everything you need to do. All you got to do is stay emotionally balanced. Hang on to yourself on this one. Now, hang on to your dignity and hang on to refrain and talking out of that mouth, okay? You got to reframe it. You know, now we got to put a communication at a pause with people. Your look can say 1,000 words, so just look at it. Okay. And keep doing what you need to do. Your look can do a lot. Now, not only that, Spirit want me to tell you, you in recognition because you've been avoiding a lot of tower moments. Okay, all the tower moments that you've been avoiding in your life right now, all the unexpected events, anything that supposed to come in to try to hinder you. If anybody try to put, if some of y'all believe in this, let me say it correctly. If anybody been trying to put any little magic or voodoo on you and this, that, and the other, no, it ain't happening. The spell's been reversed and cursed because you divinely meant, and you've been allowing to understand the lessons before it became disastrous. This is how you keep avoiding all these moments, by understanding the truth about everything that's going on in your life. And again, another tower moment may be trying to come in for some of you while you are overcoming and extending yourself into this whole new light. So go ahead and get yourself together. Keep doing everything that you got to do in your life to keep pushing forward. And one thing I love about you, of all Virgo, because you do get yourself together. So don't stay frustrated about certain situations in your life. Know the truth for what you need to do in your life and grow. So with that basically being said, I love you, God love you, universe love you. Make sure you love yourself. That's the most important thing on the channel. Now, if you want a personal, get at me, text me. We can make that happen. Now, look down. I tell y'all I got a new little special for some of y'all that's been coming in new. So, and it's been working. A lot of people has been coming in. It has been filling up the little the bookings, but as long as I get to help you, that's all that matters. But thank you again for even coming to me. So peace, love, and light, love, and peace. I love you. God love you. Universe love you. Make sure you love who? Yourself. That's the most important thing on the channel is you. So till the next time, Ashe, Ashe.